Ain't he be like, what he do, what he do, what he do? Midwest in the building. Oh, mama. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Peace to the gods, goddess, kings, queens, whatever you call yourself. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. KV the building freak and the dip. Oh, mamas.
Midwest. That's what I call energy right there. I almost saw your eyes light up like a Christmas tree right there.
No, because for the most part, every time somebody tell me that, people be watching us, they always, like how when I met you, you was like, I do this because I want to, you do this because you want to. And with that being said, all my rights are reserved. Oh, yeah, and I know my rights. Like, that's what you used to say when I first met you.
Man, I love that. I still say that, man. I do. I still say that.
I don't say it anymore because I originate. I'm the originator, yes, but I just don't. I just don't say it anymore.
No, I get it. I get it. But that was just a thing for me in my house, man. Me and my son, we used to say that back and forth. Yeah.
Mama,
that's energy.
Yes, Lord. Absolutely. What's the word?
And there's even more energy now, even for me, because it's like ever since King V has been teaching and talking, it's like I have a new positivity about just what I'm learning about finances and banking, and that's something that touches everything. I mean, that's something that always touches every part of your life, is how you think about banking, how you think about finances, how you think about what kind of options are out there in your personal life, in your business. If you want to open up a business, what you want to teach and share with your family, it has cultural impact. As a culture, how we talk to each other, what we think about what we all can do, and how we can help each other, how we can, it's like this is like really, really. So this touches at like a foundational level, and so that affects my energy. It really does.
It's all good. It's all for the greater good anyway,
Absolutely.
Come with number positive energy. Shit, everybody on this panel is above the dirt this morning. So shit, if you ain't happy about that, something fucking wrong with you. Excuse my French.
And what cracks me up though is that King V, he'll just, he'll sit there just all, just calm and cool. Yeah, just changing the planet. That's all. No big deal.
No big deal.
It's like, are you kidding me? I'm freaking out over here.
Just work as usual, just normal work, like shit just like
whatever. Just turning the planet on its head. That's all. What? Okay. All right.
He got motherfuckers don't even want to run for president. They're like, you know that? Yeah. I could just come over here and fuck with y'all.
I'm telling you.
Mama.
Universal knowledge that applies.
My thing is, what can't be taken away from you? That's what I think about. What can't be taken away from you? And that's what you need to be using. That's what you need to be using.
And I know we haven't even scratched the surface. He came out, King.
No.
You came out with game enders. You started with game enders, and every last thing that you've presented is a finishing move. Just one finishing move after another. Finishing move. Finishing move. I didn't know that there were that many finishing moves. I only wanted one. I only felt like I needed one. It's like, okay, I just need one. But it's like everything that you presented is a finishing move.
Finish him.
Because the same thing that make all of them work.
And yeah, and you're connecting the dots on that. Why it works. Why it has always worked. Why it's what they've been doing. It's like the whole lingo, the whole language is like, it's like you pull back the curtain on the wizard. You're like, there's the wizard right there. There he is.
Caught him with his dress up. Caught him with his dress up. Oh, Lord. You don't put that down, you nasty.
Like, there's your mythical, legendary wizard in his pajamas.
Oh, Tim H. It's all good, y'all. We gonna win one way or the other. Well, wasn't day. Might be the other. Checking my tickets. Yes, Lord. Get on up in here. Let your people know we live. Y'all get ready for this workshop. Meet y'all at the Staples Center. You know what I'm saying? Get ready to take care of this business. Mama's on the 9th. Get ready. Yes, Lord. We hanging out with everybody. We hanging out with the ship, the free, KV, Tim H. It's going to be epic in this workshop, y'all. I'm going to really see people really create some things and make a difference in their life.
The time.
Because you can see the excitement, you can feel it all, see all the enthusiasm, feel all that shit. I just want people to get this, utilize this, and just come back and say, if y'all want to break that generational curse, y'all better try to see if they can play that workshop back for y'all. No, not none of us, but the people that come in and get in there and get that information. Because a lot of people, they don't want to tell y'all shit. I'm just gonna be honest. I gotta say it just like that. They don't want to tell y'all shit because they finally got something that's working for them, and they feel like they say something, and other people start applying the information, then it ain't gonna work for them no more. You know how one hit the quitter shit used to be on out here, but this not that. This is not that.
Not at all.
But you still got people that they like, nah, I'm good. I don't tell no motherfucking shit. I'm straight. They didn't want to get in the class. Forget them. Yeah, just like that. Forget them. They should have gotten the class. And that's why you don't see a lot of people coming back saying, you see us coming back showing proof and with testimonies. Because they feel like how I really feel. They don't owe y'all nothing. They was here to get a remedy. They wasn't here to make a friend.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? They got their they gone about their business.
Well, I feel like
you're not coming here to be tied down under no contract or bound down under no contract at all for no months, days, years, and nothing. You get in the workshop when it's over, it's over. You know, there's no monthly fees after the workshop that you pay because you was at the workshop and all that shit. No. Yeah, because he been slamming that motherfucker.
I feel like as long as King V feels like teaching more stuff, I just want to keep, I just want to keep listening because it's, it keeps on going back to the beginning, and it keeps on solidifying what I've already learned, and then learning new things on top of that. That there's, and not, not the one in the not the what do we call those? The one-offs that might work, but it's like, I know that this stuff isn't being taught in the public, but this is what's happening every day. This is what's actually, and then now after learning it, now I can see it. Now I can see what is happening all the time. This is not something that can be burnt out because too many people found out. This is what's happening all the time. This is what is being done. So I just feel like, man, as long, and because it's like this. Here's the other thing that I've been wanting to say is that
what's going on?
And V, salute.
First day on the job. We taking a break right now. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling today?
Man, chilling. Talking to the people.
Okay. We live right now.
Yeah.
I want to share this with about King is that it's like, okay, he's got, King, King's, it's like you have a pretty laid back personality, you'll be relaxed there, you'll say what you're going to say, but so it's hard to, I think it's hard to see, or maybe not hard to see. You could tell right away once you hear him teach the level, the depth that he goes into. This is not a hobby for this man. Okay, everybody knows what I'm talking about. This is not a hobby. This is his passion. And when you hear the depth is only matched by its breadth of knowledge. He'll go deep as Atlantis on something, and then he'll go as wide as you want on a thing, because stuff that doesn't seem particularly related, but it's related from a banking level or a financial level. So it's like it's hard to sense that just watching him being cool. It's like me. It's like when I get animated about something, it's like you could tell. It's like, oh shit. I mean, pardon my French. It's like, he's going off, but it's like King's depth and breadth of the knowledge about this stuff is it's really hard to imagine because I've never seen that before. I mean, because once you find one thing that works, it's like there really is no, it's like why would you continue to find 10 more? King, he hasn't stopped. Haymaker after haymaker after haymaker after haymaker, and he's just it's like he's just starting.
Because there'll come a point in time when your understanding will increase to the point where you realize that it's all just one thing. You now see it as different thing, 10 different things, 20, whatever it is, because it's being introduced to you piece by piece. But the foundation, the framework, that which allows it, and what's actually happening and going on is actually the same thing.
Honestly, these haymakers, if you had given all of these game enders all at once, it probably would have been impossible to wrap my mind around it. But so I get it, and you've actually made me believe that even though this stuff can't be taught in the public, you made me believe that this one day will be natural and normal, because it's already happening, but it's just that people don't realize what's happening right in front of their face, like literally right under their nose. One more time, King.
It is indeed a lifestyle change. It's a culture shift.
Yes, that's what I'm seeing right now. That's what's got me so like so so animated. Is because I'm like, oh my, like I'm watching. I really do feel like I'm watching the RV or the Nasera Jacera and all of that other stuff. I'm watching it right here. That knowledge is being taught now. Yeah, it's not being taught publicly, obviously, for whatever reason, for obvious reasons, but it's being taught now, and it's only a matter of time, until this is just family knowledge. It's like everybody in the family knows this now. Everybody
listen, the jig is up. It's like Cat said. It's up in 24. Like, the truth of everything is out. It's nothing hit. There are no gatekeepers. There's no boogeyman at the fucking gate, at the door. If you still believe in that bullshit, then you'll dance around and play that game. But in actuality, in reality, ain't no big eyes and little U's no more. And the sooner you realize that shit, excuse me.
It's in you. It's in us, man. We can't help it. If we can't be ourselves, we can't be mama.
We can always elevate.
Yeah, we can.
Jig is up. That was class. That was before the class. That was before the first class. Not even to mention a workshop. That was the first thing I learned from you, King, was that the jig is up.
That shit is up. It
no
really is.
more boogeyman.
Nope.
Lesson 1.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Lesson 2. You responsible to learn what you don't know. Nobody owes you to teach you shit.
Not at all.
Nobody ever owed it to you to give you information that's available to you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take accountability, and you got to come get it. You got to go get it. Period. It's there. I told y'all from the beginning. I have not given you opinion yet. Everything I share is publicly verifiable.
I feel like I owe that information to my son. I feel like I owe that to him, but I don't owe it to anybody else's son.
No.
I don't owe it to anybody else's son. And make sure they know it and guide them through it and and walk with them down the road. I don't owe that to anybody but my own son. And it would be a violation to try to do that to somebody else's son.
I say that not as a selling point. I say that as food for thought, because it's an attitude adjustment that's required.
It's true.
You see what I'm saying? It's a fighting the system, fighting this oppression and all that other goofy shit. Listen, There's nothing in your way of finding out what you need to find out to move or operate or create the reality that you want. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
But but excuse me if if I want to learn it faster. If you already know it, I am not trying to reinvent a single wheel. Okay, not one.
And that's why the invitation is made available.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. My dad would have taught me this information if he knew it, but he didn't.
Indeed.
I am who I am, and that's all who I am. But they was slapping us with some game when we took it as like giggles and shits like that. Because if somebody approached you asking who you are and requesting identification, I am who I am. Fuck you mean? You see? It's like a lot of stuff is starting to click open, and like the cartoons really was telling us a lot of stuff. Back in the day, I ain't talking about y'all new channels, y'all Disney's and Adult Swims and all the nah. We had that. Yeah, we had cartoons. We had to get up early just to catch cartoons on Saturday morning.
Tom and Jerry.
All your favorite cartoons came on Saturday morning. I don't know. I know y'all need to be in that workshop. So make sure y'all make y'all donations, get in that workshop. And we'll see y'all on the 9th.
Yes, Lord.
Straight up.
I want to give one piece of advice to the people. When you go implement the things you're learning here, make sure you're aware and keep your ears open for when you're applying these things, because sometimes the people you're dealing with is giving you game, is giving you the assets. And I know that when I went through these processes and I was doing all this, the opportunities was right there in front of me, but I was too hard headed to slow down and listen.
Talk to him, Evan.
Sometimes, you just miss your opportunity right there because you're too adamant of hearing an answer that you think is right. But really, they're giving you the answer that is right.
Trying to help you.
They're trying to help you. Because we're coming at trying to defeat the system. It's not about defeating the system. It's about using the system the right way.
That's right. That's right. That's the point. That's the point. That's that attitude adjustment that needs to occur. You are not the victim of anything thing but your own choices. Fuck what happened. You woke up this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
With all the power under heaven and earth absorbed into you. You create reality by your very choice. Today. Fuck yesterday. The system is what it is today. The framework is, it works how it works today. Your power is unlimited today. I didn't mean to cut you off. You just woke me up a little bit. My bad. Continue, man.
Just be aware the opportunities are presenting themselves to you, and when they do, be conscious enough to accept the opportunity. Because the people you're talking to, they are not necessarily gatekeeping anything. They're giving you the access because you came for the access and you wanted that access and you manifested that access.
Yes, Lord.
And I like the way Envy is talking.
What? Somebody waking up.
I'm feeling inspired.
That's right.
Okay, but I'll just say this is that one more time, King.
Go ahead, Chef.
Well, I was gonna say that I hope everyone is looking beyond the workshop because to me this is a cultural thing. This is how it's going to be from now on. And so it's like I was like, really wanting to do this workshop, but more than just the workshop, I want to master this new world of finances and banking and commerce. I want to master the whole thing, not because it's a passion, not because it's a personal passion, but because it's happening all around me all the time. And it's been affecting me all the time. So beyond the workshop, I would like to engage this world with mastery. Even if it's not my my wheelhouse or my personal passion, it's not. But me living the life that I want to live with my family is my passion, and this type of stuff affects that. So it's like I'm looking beyond the workshop. It's like, to me, the workshop is another step in the road that I'm being forced to walk by commerce. But it's but now it's okay because I get it. They're just doing things a certain way. They're doing things a certain way. They're not trying to hide it. It's just that they only work a certain way, and they're not trying to teach it to me, but they're not going to just do what I think they ought to do because of natural law or something like that. They're like, no, we do it this way. This is how we do it. And we're not going to do it any other way. And we don't have to. So it's like, so I'm just kind of like, well, all right, well then fine. How are you doing it? And they're like, we're doing it like this. And it's like, fine, whatever. Give me my Snickers bar. Give me my, give me what I asked for then, and then I'll be done with it, and I'll leave.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man, I'd do anything for one last headache. Sheesh. It's not even a big deal. To them, it's not. They work how they work. It's not a big deal to them.
And it's all about getting rid of that denial mindset. If you got in your mind that whatever you're about to go do, like, there could be a potential of denial, then there will be a potential of denial. You are manifesting that. Just understand that you brought that opportunity to yourself. You manifested that in the way that you're thinking. So if you got any part of your mind, any part of your brain that, oh, this could go wrong, then it could go wrong. You got to get rid of that so that there won't be anything going on. Because when you go into that meeting and you start talking to these people, you might be sitting there receiving the information thinking that, oh, this is going the wrong way, when it's really not. Like Shipper just said, this is how it works. This is how it's working today. They just work how they work. So get rid of that mindset. Understand, like King B said, you're not the victim. You're the winner here, and you're going to win. Get rid of doubt. Yeah, you ain't got no choice. Get rid of doubt. Get rid of denial. Get rid of all these negative thoughts, because you will make that happen if that's what's in your mind.
Indeed. Indeed.
I got to tap in later, folks. I appreciate the family, Midwest family.
That's good.
And the returning champion.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Hopefully, y'all ready for this workshop. Make y'all donation. Secure y'all seat. That's all I can tell you. Be honest.
Peace.
Right up.
Freak, what up?
What's happening, man? Just made it back in.
Just kicking it with the people.
For a minute.
No snap. My bad, fellas. Peace to the planet. How's everyone?
Peace to the planet. You put that on the loudspeaker and ride around Milwaukee.
Evan, yeah.
Let me take this.
You're telling the people to get right, huh?
Envy was and Shepard was really going in.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Once
Yes,
again, we
sir.
appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Free. Where we started at, where we at now, I ain't see this coming, bro. Not at all. It's a blessing.
You didn't see how it was coming, Midwest, but you saw it. You saw it coming. You know. You knew. You You
I
couldn't
knew
have
something was
hung in
coming.
there
I
like
didn't
you
know
did.
what was coming.
One more time, it was.
So I knew something was coming, but I didn't know what. You know, straight up. You could feel it. Like, you could feel when something that you could feel when something going down, good or bad. That's what we blessed with. A lot of people don't even understand. So I felt that shit. I just didn't know where it was coming from, what it was. I just know it was something out there for us. We got to go get that shit.
Mm.
Excuse my French.
Wow, wow, wow. That was the first thing I saw with you. Is that the first thing I saw with you was that you see it, you believe it with your logical mind, your intellect. I
Now
was like,
go do it. Go
you
get
know
it.
he's and you hung in there, stuck it out, and banged against the beast like you knew the whole time. Never let up, never quit, never took a break. Even though I asked, even though everyone was like, man,
Take a break when it's time to take a break.
no breaks. You know that I would have retired you long ago if I could have.
No, nobody could have.
Tried.
Thank you, baby.
Thank goodness I couldn't.
I know, right? Then we
Yeah.
wouldn't be here today. Wouldn't be here
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. I had enough a long time ago. I was like this. I
To
was like
me,
enough.
it's like a test of faith. Like try to test to see if like you believe somebody do that. That's how I look at it. So I'm like, no, I'm good. See, money move a lot of people. They jump for that shit. They'll jump off the roof, out the window, run in front of a speeding truck. You know, you gotta reevaluate the situation before you start running and jumping, putting yourself in harm's way. Because all money ain't good money. Straight up.
Yeah. I ain't by a
For
long shot.
So you gotta know, shit, you gotta know when to sacrifice that and let it go. You can't cry with something you ain't never had. So shit, if you didn't accept that and it's gone, it's gone. You ain't have it anyway. You ain't have it at the beginning. It was just an offer. Mind over matter.
If you don't mind, it don't matter. But I do thank the Most High for his sons and daughters, especially his sons that wouldn't quit, that had a passion for this. King V.
And
You see how I deflected it before I started? You got to bring it. I have to bring it back around. I can't. Otherwise, King V will deflect me. He's like, give up to the Most High. That's all.
Anytime.
yeah,
Every time.
Every time.
It only makes sense.
That only makes sense. I get it. And I agree. I get it. I feel the same way.
Man, I can't wait till this presidency stuff is over with. I'm so tired of these commercials and text messages and can't even turn on the radio. You know, this shit is crazy. That shit, they be trying to program you like a motherfucker, boy. I'm telling you. Been sitting right here for 41 minutes, and I done heard about 27 minutes of ads just running on this bullshit. Straight up. Nobody got a policy directly for you. No side. Well, what the fuck the problem is? Everybody stay at home. It's COVID. You can't vote. Act like it's COVID again. You know, we got the black disease. You know, we don't want y'all to get sick because of us. You know?
I really like what you were saying yesterday. But, you know.
Vote for me, man. Just vote for yourself. Everybody vote for themselves. Go write your name on the ballot. Circle by your name. And dispense that bitch in there and walk out. Go vote for yourself. At least you know who you are. Shit. We don't know half of these motherfuckers. No motherfucker don't even know who the Speaker of the House is. You know what I'm saying? For real. It's real shit. Like, niggas don't even know that much. All they know is what they always throwing right here on this TV and the radio. You take the TV and the radio from a motherfucker, you might can get something through to him.
Yep. Phone.
Yeah, in that phone. Yeah. You can get something, you may can get something through to them. At least a little clarity where they can open up their eyes and really see what's going on instead of the smoke screen. You know? But sometimes you could think, you know, you thought it was, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, sad to say, folks have been getting bamboozled since I was a shouty. I say people, parents working 2 and 3 jobs, still losing their homes, passing away, kids ain't got shit. Well, if they do leave insurance policy, these times, the person who had the beneficiary act like it wasn't nothing left after the funeral, so it ain't nothing to spread around. You know, it's just be sad, bro. This shit is all fucked up. Excuse my French, but it's messed up. This world is all messed up. That's like they said. They got it right how they like it. Well, we ready to kill each other. And they don't even have to do it. They ain't got to lift a finger.
Get a little good news, you know. I mean that's something that I can say about the workshop that's just the workshop itself is, you know, get some good news. You know, besides the long-term cultural impact that information has, get some good news for once.
Right.
There's something positive about what's happening in the world.
Like it's all negative. Everything is negative. Everybody pedophile. Everybody gay. Everybody. But y'all made the laws to accept that shit. Y'all passed that stuff. Now everybody on video doing some stuff that they say that they was supposed to do or couldn't do this or do that. You got a choice. Shit. Being famous and rich ain't that serious. But I don't know. I'm just saying, like it's always some extra when it comes to being successful. It's a game you always got to play. And it's something they got to have on you just in case you get too successful. They can bring your ass back down to earth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this world is crazy. It's all set up against you. So you gotta play to win with tools they got out here for you. Utilize they tools and quit thinking it's all about that fiat shit and understand the game that's being played. And that's really why we really losing because we don't understand the game that's being played. Go grab a go. Everybody need to go buy a Monopoly. Go buy the Monopoly game, and we're gonna start there.
Yes,
Straight
sir.
up. Everybody go buy the Monopoly game, and we're gonna start right there. And we gonna run around the board and show you how this shit is being played today. Let me know when y'all got y'all boards, because I'm turning my screen on, because I got the quantum monopoly where you just talk to the motherfucker, and it don't hand out money anymore. It's all automatic. It's all digital. It's all digital. It's set up on this system. I want y'all to go get y'all monopoly though. It's still one and the same. It's just the times have changed. And it's just showing you in the games how the system is going to change. Like they show you, like it's crazy, but it just show you right there, put it in your face. See, like they say, they gotta show it, give it to us in order to pull it off. So they can't say, well, we did. At least we showed them, we told them. I mean, we didn't have to directly write a letter and mail it to everybody, but shit, we put it in this game. Shit, our mamas. Well, we put it in this movie, this documentary, this show. Like it's right there. I sent y'all some stuff last night from a show. When the police pulled over the white boy and versus the black kid. He did when he understood the law, he ended up getting whammed. You understand? So, like I say, it's like when you learn something that benefits you, it's like you dangerous. Like it's scared of you. You dangerous. It's weird. That's a motherfucker you should want running the country. A motherfucker that can figure out difficult situations and make it right. You know what I'm saying? And get it back on the right track and make it run better. That's the people you should want. You know, it's like crazy.
I just sent you something.
What you want me to do with this?
Whatever you want.
You wanted me to read it?
I already answered that question for you, brother.
What Tim H at? Tim H, you want me to read it? I ain't gonna do the people like that. Let's go. All right. Let's set up this 0 to hero.
Okay, go ahead. How about that? You can just start at.
Okay. Where you want me to start at? Down here at what's the breakdown?
Yep.
At 1? Okay. We're just gonna go session breakdown, okay, y'all? All right, 1. What is a draft drawn on the treasury? Definition. A draft drawn on the treasury is like a check or bill of exchange where you're instructing the treasury to pay a specific amount to a payee. Think of it as a formal request for payment backed by federal resources. Let me read that again. Definition. A draft drawn on the Treasury is like a check or bill of exchange, where you're instructing the Treasury to pay a specific amount to a payee. Think of it as a formal request for payment backed by federal resources. I had to read that one more time. A draft drawn on the Treasury is like a check or bill of exchange, where you are instructing the Treasury to pay a specific amount to a payee. Think of it as a formal request for payment backed by federal resources. Wow. People use Treasury drafts as a tool to settle obligations, leverage public credit, and facilitate high-level transactions without direct cash on hand.
Say that one more time. One more time.
People use Treasury draft as a tool to settle obligations, leverage public credit, and facilitate high-level transactions without direct cash on hand. Why it's powerful? By drawing on the Treasury, you're using a method that can bypass the need for personal cash reserves, leveraging the Treasury's system instead.
Keep flowing.
Legal framework behind Treasury draft. UCC Article 3 and 4. These cover negotiable instruments and banking deposits collections. A draft operates as a negotiable instrument, meaning it's legally recognized as a form of payment. Wow.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right. One more time.
UCC Article 3 and 4. These cover negotiable instruments and banking deposits / collections. A draft operates as a negotiable instrument, meaning it's legally recognized as a form of payment.
Payment, that's right. Federal statutes.
There are certain statutes that apply when you're dealing with government-issued funds and Treasury-based financial actions. So we'll cover the basics of what you need to know. Compliance is key. We'll go over why each draft has to be compliant with Treasury rules to avoid any issues. Compliance is what makes this legit, turning an idea into a real executable transaction.
That's right. That's right.
How draft drawn on the Treasury work. Create the draft. We'll cover the format and language needed. Drafts usually require clear wording, a specific payee, amount, and a clear purpose. Step 2, endorsement and presentment. Once the draft is created, it needs to be endorsed and presented correctly, either through a bank or directly in some cases, depending on the transaction. Treasury processing. The draft is submitted and the Treasury reviews it. If everything's in place, it processes the draft, allowing the funds to move as directed. How to set up your draft for Treasury approval. Using proper documentation, certain formats and supporting documents make a draft more likely to be processed without issue. We'll go over what documents you need to back your draft. Meeting Treasury conditions. Some drafts require you to meet specific Treasury conditions, like a valid reason for drawing funds and sometimes even a related Treasury account. We'll explain what these conditions are and how to meet them. Avoiding common mistakes. A lot of people get tripped up on technicalities. We'll break down the common mistake that get drafts rejected and how to avoid them. Real world application of Treasury drafts. Settling obligations. Learn how to use drafts drawn on the Treasury to settle debt, bills, or other financial obligations, freeing up cash flow and leveraging federal resources. Business expansion. For business owners, we'll cover how drafts can be used to cover operation costs or pay suppliers, giving you room to grow without dipping into profits.
Talk heavy.
On mamas. Personal financial moves. Treasury drafts can also work in personal finance, whether it's for handling larger expenses or investments. 6, Q&A and hands-on example. Live walkthrough. We'll
That's
go
right.
through an example, draft step by step, so you can see how it's created, endorsed, and processed. Open floor for questions, answering all questions to make sure everyone leaves with a clear, actionable understanding.
That's right.
Absolutely. When we finish down here at the bottom,
Yeah, you don't have to read the bold. You can just,
this is your chance to level up without needing a pile of cash or perfect credit. When you draw a draft on the Treasury, you're telling them, hey, handle this payment. It's like writing a check backed by the biggest bank in the game, the US government. You're not playing with your own cash. You're using the power of the Treasury, the magic. It's all legal and it's all about knowing how to set it up right. We'll give you the real deal on how to draft these properly. Make sure they're compliant and use them to take care of business without dipping into your own pockets.
appreciate you. Remember, what backs it. Remember, I shared this.
Let me make my screen larger. I can't see. Ugh. I gotta make me an eye doctor.
Any member bank may accept drafts or bills of exchange drawn upon it. Any member bank may accept drafts or bills of exchange drawn upon it. Any member bank may accept drafts or bills of exchange drawn upon it. Now, everything under it explains under what conditions.
What it say? Upon having more than a month signed to run,
Site,
site to run,
3 months.
exclusive days of grace, drawn on the regulations to be prescribed by the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System by banks or bankers in foreign countries or dependencies or insular possession of the United States for the purpose of our furnishing dollar exchange as required by the usage of trade in the respective countries.
Mm. Ordinary or incident possessions of the United States for the purpose of furnishing dollar exchange is required by the uses of trade in the respective countries' dependencies or insular possessions. Such draft or bills may be acquired by Federal Reserve banks in such amounts and subject to such regulations, restrictions, and limitations as may be prescribed by the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System, provided, however, that no member bank shall accept such drafts or bills of exchange referred to this paragraph for any one bank to an amount exceeding in the aggregate 10% of the paid up and unimpaired capital and surplus of the accepting bank unless the draft or bill of exchange is accompanied by documents conveying or securing title or by some other adequate security. Provided further that no member bank shall accept such drafts or bills in an amount exceeding at any time the aggregate of one half of its paid up and unimpaired capital and surplus. Now, the whole drawing upon it having not more than 3 months site to run, that just means it has to be paid within 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't extend the date out. Talk to me, M Dub.
Mind if I comment, King?
Yep. Why you ain't cutting them Dub off?
Oh no, go Midwest.
Are you good? I'm putting it together.
I just wanted to say that right there is what I mean when I say that King V is tireless with the knowledge. He's tireless with research. Tireless. It's like, and when you're in a class, and this is why I'm excited about the workshop. You see firsthand that he's tireless with getting it right. It's not a thing for him to go after the right information. He will do it. He's done it. He's got no bones about getting it right. Tireless with it. And it's like that right there is just a perfect example. I've seen it time and again, and I've seen him drop the jaws of very critical audiences.
Meaning that they gotta manifest their reality. Where the information lies, yeah, it's right there. You give it to them, but they still have to manifest the reality, sacrifice, and let something go to even bring this in. Just information, like what I just was reading to them. The most important part about everything I read was compliance. Compliancy. Being compliant, staying compliant, processed every time versus non-compliant.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Grab this information, apply this information, utilize what you got, structure your foundation, and build up. Just build up. The blueprint is here. As you see, everything structured. It's right there. Public records pulls it up all the time. We only really give y'all what we can give y'all on YouTube without it being a situation with what's really going on and what's not. So you have to get in the workshop now to get the full understanding, instrument creation and the compliance, the wording, and everything that's needed to make all this move the way it's supposed to move.
Yes, Lord.
Every time. Every time. The reading is not just I just read from this, read from that. The reading is just to show you that it's right here in this public record. It's right here, public information. That's what the readings is for. It lets you know it's public information. But we didn't give you any information on how to create it, what the wording is, or anything like that to that nature. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the workshop for, is to get that part. You know, and that cuts down a lot of the riffraff on the platform. So when we come up here, we don't have to be going back and forth with people. We just handle our business, talk to the people, get them what they need, and be done with it. Well-oiled machine.
Yes, Lord.
You can't pull it up and verify publicly, not their opinion, straight compliance. If they can't do that, then I don't even want to hear it. You know, I don't even want to be a part of it. You just wasting your breath, you know, talking. Because if it ain't compliant and it ain't following what I know it's supposed to be following the guidelines of and the acts of, I'm not dealing with it. Not at all. So you might as well just get in the workshop, get compliant, get what you need, and move around. And then go help your buddies. You just go help your buddies from there. You took the class, you learn how to create it. It's gonna you pay for it. You'll be a fool to just give something away after you just paid for it, right? You know, now how they was charging you and taxing you, you got something to charge and tax it. You got intellectual property now. Straight up. Simple shit. That's valuable. You have something that's worth value. And there's nothing wrong with you benefit from your work. Nothing at all. But know your worth. And with that being said, peace and love. That's all I got to say.
Peace and love.
Peace and love, everybody.
Peace.